Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next topic, that is a non-deterministic grammar, guys. Okay, so in a theory of computation TOC, we discussed this non-determinism, right? So what exactly is non-determinism, guys? So non-determinism in simple words is that we cannot decide on one parameter where to go. So assume that this is a particular state and these are the two transitions. Both of them are targeting towards A only, the input string A only. So now if A is the input string, whether to go here or to go here, how you can decide? So this is nothing but not determinism. So if our input symbol is alpha, so then if A is our start symbol, so which to select is the question, right? So assume that there is no chance of backtracking. So basically with this, if it is not possible, there is no chance that you will come back and you will take the other transition. That is not possible. So at that time, non-determinism will be a huge issue, right? Yes. So what I'm trying to say is, so assume that we want to generate A. From A, we want to generate alpha B2, guys. Beta 2. Okay, so let me take a piece of paper. Okay, so our thing is A implies alpha B1 or alpha B2. Okay, so our goal is to generate from A, we want to generate alpha B2. But if you do the traditional way, so if you start comparing, so first you will search for alpha, right? Yes. So once you are at A, you observed this alpha B1, so you observed it and you directly wrote it. But to be clear, is it matching our requirement? No. But now you will backtrack to A, so you will check some other option. So now this option is there. So now you will try that option. So now you got the result. So the reason why we backtracked here is because here we are having non-determinism, right? So if alpha is our first value, then one option is with beta 1 and the other option is in beta 2. So basically there are two options for a single input. So that is nothing but non-determinism. And whenever compiler wants to work with them, whenever you want to do parsing, backtracking is not allowed, guys. So at that time we are literally stuck here, right? Yes. So that is the reason why we always like to remove this particular non-determinism. Okay, and to be clear, removing this or this is exactly called as a left factoring of grammar, guys. Removing this is nothing but left factoring of grammar. So now a simple approach is observe here. So this is also just based on one formula or one observation, you can solve all the problems, guys. Okay, so please concentrate. So A implies alpha B1 or alpha B2. So now what is a common in between these two things, guys? Alpha is common, so let us take it out. So A implies alpha, so let's write this B1 B2 later on and let us keep A dash now. So now A dash can be B, any one of them, right? So it might be B1 or B2. So now when it comes to this particular grammar, so we will start always at A, and if we want alpha, we are having only a single option, and now based on our requirement, so if we want B2, you are going to generate B2. If we want B1, we will generate B1. Got it? Yes. So this is nothing but the process of left factoring of grammar. So indirectly we are removing this particular non-determinism. So now this grammar, this is a non-deterministic grammar and this is a deterministic grammar, guys. Got it? Yes. And compilers like better, they will feel comfortable when we are using a deterministic grammar. Got it? Yes. Okay. So now let us take some examples and let us start doing our method, guys. Okay? Yes. Okay. So yes implies ASB or ABS or AB. So if you observe, A is common in all of them. So let us start taking them common. So now that A I will write here and I will make S dash here. So after making A common, so I will end up with SB or BS or B. So now if you observe again, here B is a common again. So now I think we can take this B also common. So now I will update this S dash to S dash implies SB or I will write B here. Okay, B S double dash. So now from S double dash I will go to S or epsilon. Got it? Yes. So now this is a non-deterministic grammar and this is the deterministic grammar. Got it? Yes. So these methods are really easy, guys, but the only thing is you should understand these things, right? Yes. So now let us go through one more example, and after that in the next lecture we'll be discussing how we can minimize or how we can simplify a particular grammar, guys. So that is what we'll be discussing in the next lecture. Okay? Yes. So now based on the question only, I think everyone has recognized that there are multiple things common here, right? So first let us start with the A, guys. Okay? So A, what I can write? I can write as S dash or B, right? Yes. So now moving on. So now when I try to write S dash, so now it will be B or BC or BCD. So now if I observe again B is common, so I will strike it off and I will convert it as S dash implies okay, I will give a particular b first and then I will write s double dash. So when it comes to s double dash, I can have single c or cd, or I can have epsilon also. So again cd is common. So now let us update this s double dash to c s triple dash, okay, slash epsilon. So now s triple dash is what, guys? So s triple dash is nothing but, so it might be only d or it might be epsilon. So now this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the 4 equations or 4 productions which are non-deterministic, right? Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea. Sorry, they are deterministic, right? Yes. So the given question is non-deterministic. Yes. Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to all the things which we have discussed till now, right? Yes. So to be clear, we first started by removing left recursion. After that, we learnt about this ambiguity. After that, we discussed how we can remove this non-determinism, right? That is nothing but left factoring of grammar. Okay. Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea on this. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing the simplification or minimization of context-free grammar. So basically, if this is the grammar, then are there any unwanted things which we can remove? So that is what we'll be discussing in the next lecture, guys. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture and discuss about it, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea, right? Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.